Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can create your own perfect sensitivity settings. No matter how much time you spend practicing in the training ground, if your gameplay isn't improving, it might be because you need to adjust your sensitivity. If you're thinking of copying someone else's sensitivity settings, it might help. But remember, everyone's sensitivity is different based on their device. So, take some time to create sensitivity settings that are tailored to your device. You'll start noticing improvements in your gameplay soon enough. So, without wasting any more time, let's dive into the video. First, you need to enter the training ground and pick any gun of your choice. Then come to this spot here. Let's start by talking about no-scope sensitivity. To set it, first, increase your no-scope sensitivity to 100. Now aim at one target and then try to move your aim to the next target. If your aim goes past the target, reduce the sensitivity by 10. If your aim stays behind the target, increase the sensitivity by 10. Keep adjusting this way until you get the perfect setting. Make sure to use your thumbs to set it correctly. Next, let's move to red dot sensitivity. First, if I reduce the red dot sensitivity to the minimum, my scope won't move at all. But if I set it to the maximum, even a small drag makes the scope move excessively. To set it right, aim at one target and then shift to the next. If your aim goes slightly ahead of the target, reduce the sensitivity by 10. If it lags behind the target, increase it by 10. Use the same method to set the sensitivity for your 3x, 4x, and 6x scopes. This way, you'll have the perfect sensitivity for all scopes. Now, let's move on to ADS sensitivity. First, understand what ADS sensitivity does. It comes into play when we fire at the enemy while aiming down sights. To adjust this, bring your scope here and start firing. If your scope moves upwards while firing, you need to increase your sensitivity by 10. If your scope moves downwards, reduce the sensitivity by 10. Repeat this process for all your scopes to fine-tune them perfectly. However, if your spray slightly wavers up and down, that means you just need more practice. There's no need to adjust your sensitivity in that case. With the right settings and practice, your gameplay will improve noticeably. Now, let me explain how to adjust your gyroscope sensitivity. First, set your gyroscope sensitivity to 300. Then follow the same steps I explained earlier for TPP no scope. If your scope moves slightly ahead of the target, reduce the sensitivity by 15. If your aim falls behind the target, increase the sensitivity by 15. While setting your gyroscope sensitivity, make sure not to use your thumbs. The adjustments should rely entirely on your device's motion. Repeat this process for all your scopes. For your existing sensitivity settings, just make adjustments of -15 or +15 machine nerd, based on your gameplay and preferences. With this fine-tuning, your gyroscope performance will improve drastically. Now let's talk about gyroscope ADS sensitivity. For this, you can keep the TPP no-scope sensitivity and the gyro ADS sensitivity the same. However, for all other scopes, you'll need to adjust the sensitivity manually. Here's how you do it. Try spraying with each scope. If your scope moves upwards, increase its sensitivity by 10. If it moves downwards, decrease it by 10. Keep practicing with all your scopes and fine-tune their sensitivity step by step. With consistent effort, you'll find the perfect settings for precise control and improved gameplay. One more thing, if you use a 4-finger or 5-finger control setup, you can try my sensitivity settings. You can also make changes to them as I've explained to suit your gameplay style. Here are my sensitivity settings. If you need the latest sensitivity code, let me know in the comments and I'll send it to you. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.